This is an interview of Chhun from Siem Reap, Cambodia. His name is Chhun. He's age 23. He is a male. He lives in Siem Reap, Cambodia. First question, where were you born? Where do you live now? I was born in Kampong Cham province, but now I live in Siem Reap province. Describe a typical day during the week. Every day I wake up at 10 a.m. and I immediately brush my teeth, have a bath, and get dressed for work. Sometimes I have a packet of instant noodles or a small loaf of bread for breakfast. Then I cycle to work. It takes me 15 minutes to cycle to work. I work at a shop selling Cambodian handmade bags. At work, I clean the shop and dust the bags, and I also sell the products. I enjoy talking to customers from all over the world and have made many foreign friends through my work. As the shop is above a restaurant, I have my meals downstairs with the restaurant staff. I have lunch about 12 p.m., Mondays through Fridays. I study English at the back of the restaurant for an hour from 1 to 2. There is a Cambodian American man from Chicago who gives English lessons for free to a group of us. I have dinner at about 7 p.m. and I close the shop at 11 p.m. Then I either go out with my friends or cycle home. Do you identify strongly with a particular ethnic group? I feel strongly Khmer. I believe all the important Khmer festivals like Khmer New Year and Chungben Festival, where we pay respects to our ancestors and the dead. I am Buddhist. Like most Khmer people, most of my Cambodian friends are Khmer, although there are other ethnic groups in Cambodia, such as the Cham Muslims, who practice a unique form of Islam, mainly living in the Kampong Cham province, and the tribal people in the northeast. What languages do you speak? I speak Khmer primarily. I come from Kampong Cham province, and, unlike people from Siem Reap province who speak in a sing-song manner, we do not have a unique accent. We sound the same as the people who live in the capital city of Phnom Penh. I learned the national language Khmer from my grandparents and parents and in school. I use Khmer to talk to Cambodians in everyday life. I also speak some English. I first learned English when I was a student in high school. When I left school because my parents could not afford to send me, I studied with a non-government organization and with monks at a pagoda because these places do not charge for English lessons. When I met my current employers, I lived with them at their house in Phnom Penh, and now I live with them in their house in Siem Reap. My Scottish employer used to sit with me every night to teach me English and how to pronounce sounds like th properly. I also practice English whenever I can. Now I am studying English for the free at the place I work. I use English to talk to customers and tourists. What role does religion play in your life? Buddhism is important in my life. We believe in reincarnation. If I can do good things in this life, in my next life, I will be a good man. So that is why I try to be a good person in everyday life. As a Buddhist, I celebrate the important festivals by inviting monks to pray. For Khmer New Year, Chungben, and at weddings and funerals, we follow Buddhist customs by giving food to the monks at the pagodas, praying with the monks, and obeying their orders. Describe your meal times. When I was growing up in the countryside, breakfast was between 6 and 7 a.m., lunch was at 11 a.m., and dinner at 6 p.m. In the countryside, I ate with my family for all the meals, but now that I live away from my family, I usually eat alone or with my colleagues and friends. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is fried vegetables with meat. I especially like cauliflower. For meat, I like pork, chicken, and beef. When I was growing up in the countryside, I ate a lot of prehok, which is fermented fish paste, fried with minced pork. Yummy. But prehok is not so easily available in the city, so I eat it less. What is your role in your family? There are 6 children in all in my family. They are all boys, so I have 5 brothers. I am the second child. As an older brother, I have to take care of my younger siblings. Whenever I visit, I will buy clothes and food for my brothers. My eldest brother is my role model. He is such a good person and takes care of all of us. He is a driver for a garment factory in Phnom Penh. What holidays or events are most important to you? Khmer New Year, which falls in April, and Chungben, which is in October, are the big festivals. Khmer's New Year is when we usher in the new year, and it is an important time to be with our families. Chungben is when we honor the dead and our ancestors. During Khmer New Year, people stop working and go home to be with their relatives and friends. New Year is officially only 3 days, but most people take a week off because their homes can be far away from the city and it may take a day to travel home to the province. We take the bus, and during this time, the bus ticket prices go up 100 to 200%. We still have to pay because we all want to be with our families. At home, my mother will make Khmer New Year cakes, made with simple ingredients like rice, flour, and sugar. I like the one made from rice flour with a bean filling, and another kind made from glutinous rice and stuffed with pork and mashed beans. The rice is then packed into a bamboo shoot and roasted over a fire. My mother will also prepare other food like meat and vegetable dishes, which we will share with family and neighbors. We will also take some to the pagoda to give to the monks. They will pray for us, for good luck and good health. We are all so happy during Khmer New Year because it is the one time when the whole family is reunited. We dance and drink beer and just spend time with our family, who do not we do not see all the time because we have to go to the cities to work. How confident are you in your country's economy and your ability to make an adequate living? I am not confident that my country's economy will be good. Life will still be hard for many Cambodians. I think it will still be difficult to earn money in the countryside, where people are farmers and have to live off the land. Sometimes when the weather is not good, like when there is no rain for a long time, there is not enough rice to eat. Many people come from the countryside to look for jobs in the cities like Phung Peng and Siem Reap, just like I did. But not everyone can find a job. There are young men who cannot find work and end up on the streets, sniffing glue to stem their hunger and sleeping wherever they can find shelter. If we can find work, we are lucky, but I think salaries are still low and things are getting more and more expensive. Life is hard for the ordinary Cambodian. Many have to stop school because their parents cannot afford to continue their education, just like in my case. But without a good education, you cannot get a good job. That is why I want to learn English well, so I can get a better job and a better life in the future. As for me, I am confident I can make money because my English is better and I have a better job than before. I was delivering 33-pound containers of cooking gas to households and restaurants. So I think in the future, I will have an even better job. Was life different for you growing up in this country than it was for for your parents? Life was very different for my parents growing up in Cambodia. My parents were children in 1975 to 1979 when the Pol Pot regime controlled the country. The Khmer Rouge, as they were called, chased everyone from the city into the countryside to plant rice. My father was 12 and my mother was 7, and they had to work in the rice fields from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. They had no salary and only had 2 bowls of rice gruel for lunch and dinner. Life was very hard for all Cambodians living during those times. Many people died from starvation or from torture. The Khmer Rouge also got rid of all hospitals, schools, and even money. Even after the Khmer Rouge, my parents still had a hard life because there was civil war. Cambodians could not study English as it was banned. The country has enjoyed peace only recently. I grew up during peacetime, so I could go to school and my family was free to plant and eat whatever we wanted. I was able to study until I was 17, and I can learn English, which has given me opportunities. What does being a citizen of your country mean to you? Being a Cambodian means a lot to me. I'm very proud to be Cambodian because I think I have a beautiful country. We have the Angkor Wat temples, which make up the largest religious monument in the world. That means our Cambodian culture and civilization were very strong and rich in the past. Our country also has many things like rice and fruit, and also the Tonle Sap River, where we get our fish. But mostly, I love Cambodia because I think the people in Cambodia are very friendly and they think about family. Most Cambodians are very nice and kind people and help each other out.